Try this on for size. Instead of getting together with your girlfriends for pedicures, imagine getting together to get poked with a needle. Vitamin IV therapy is growing in popularity, and with it the rise of more and more wellness boutiques, as they're called, catering to women's desire for pampering with perks. But is there really a benefit to these kind of specialized health centers? Studio 5 health contributor Miki Eberhardt is diving into the benefits of wellness boutiques. It's so good to see you.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Very summery yourself, bright and beautiful. It's so funny, Miki, because a year ago these weren't even a thing, and suddenly wellness boutiques, I feel like, are in every other corner.
I agree. You're seeing a lot more of them closer to home, and more people are talking about what they're doing there. So I think it's kind of piqued everybody's interest.
Can we start with that IV therapy?
Yes,
we're doing this for fun. We're getting IVs just for the kicks of it.
We're not.
I'm not, but
I wouldn't choose to. But so here's the thing. I mean, it sounds simple enough, like go relax in a chair. Yes, you're getting poked. The premise behind it is that it will boost immunity, is what they're saying, or it may help fight fatigue or exhaustion. And also it's a cure for hangovers, which is a big draw depending on the location.
Sure.
In Vegas, they're very popular.
Okay.
But here's the thing. The main reason why people feel better when they do that is the rehydration that's happening.
What are we actually getting? I keep saying we. What is being administered?
Yeah, so it's a saline solution, which is like basic, what your body needs for hydration.
Okay.
And then adding to it electrolytes, vitamins, minerals, depending on what menu item you're choosing.
Because I've looked at a menu and there's a lot of pretty perky promises there.
Yeah, and I would say in general, the rehydration part may be beneficial for a certain population. Like someone that is hungover is gonna feel better after they get an IV bag in their arm.
Okay.
Also, maybe someone that's been sick for a while and hasn't been able to keep things down. Not bad enough that I need to go to an ER, but like, oh, I'm just kind of dragging. Or even like an endurance athlete that's kind of doing back-to-back stuff and needs to kind of feel rejuvenated. That is there, and I can see like, oh, that would be helpful. The thing that's interesting is the premise behind it sometimes is like, hey, it skips the stomach, it skips the digestive tract, right into the blood, better overall. And for maybe someone that has an absorption issue with like some kind of type of chronic disease that they struggle with, that can be beneficial. But for the average person, in my mind, a little red flag goes up when we're bypassing our body's natural filters and systems that are in place to kind of keep that check and balance.
Because no need to, right?
Right.
You can ingest vitamins and hydration and it will get to the body just fine.
Yeah, in the end, for the average person, you're creating expensive urine is the main thing. And you're having and you're getting a needle in your arm for fun? I don't know. So it could be a fit for the right person, but definitely not, we're not missing out by not doing it.
Yeah, and all in all, as we're gonna look at a few other services being offered that are trendy and buzzy, but all in all, you say these wellness boutique services or offerings kind of fit into one of three categories.
Yeah, in general, we kind of have like three offerings when it comes to overall contributors to well-being in general. Who doesn't love a good Venn diagram?
Look at this.
So we've got movement, and we've got nutrition and hydration, and then we have emotional and mental health. And in general, we want to have all those contributors for the everyday person. But what these boutiques offer is more from like that movement, emotional health side, where they kind of intersect for a beautiful thing with like stress relief and maybe help with anxiety or chronic pain, things you're not gonna find at your average gym or rec center.
Yeah.
And for a lot of us, it might just kind of be a fun, luxurious, like let's go do a girls thing here, or an anniversary, let's go try this. But for some people, Brooke, that do struggle with that chronic pain or debilitating anxiety, it can be a game changer. And kind of an add-on that is a true life changer for them in what they're dealing with. So again, this isn't something like everybody should go do this. It kind of falls under the heading, won't hurt, might help. But for budget and time, you know, we want to kind of just stick with like movement, eating the right things, you know, making stress relief. But these are some fun offerings if it's a fit for you.
Talk to me about this idea of a stretch gym or a stretch studio.
So
I've never heard of this.
Popping up. There's Stretch Lab is kind of one that is popping up more in our area. But essentially, it's kind of just tables, you know, they look like massage tables of sorts, but kind of in a row, and you have a person that is helping you stretch. And here's the thing, like we all know stretching is good for us,
yes,
right?
It feels good.
Feels good, we should do it. It helps range of motion, stiffness, soreness. Do we do it? It's usually a thing we cut out on, like I don't have time with my workout, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Most people aren't taking half hour to like do a good stretch.
Yeah.
So the thing that I like about this is it's a commitment and an appointment that you're making to go do it.
It's an investment, an elevated investment.
Yes, you have somebody that is going to create like a program for you based on, oh, chronic pain, soreness, this, that. You have an assisted stretch, which can maybe get deeper than you could on your own. Necessary? No. You could put on YouTube video and do a good half-hour stretch yourself.
Have a girlfriend maybe give you a little extra one, too.
Will you hold my arm back here?
Yeah.
But in the end, like, it's keeping you committed to something.
All right. Float pools are a thing?
Float pools, right? So this is like a tank that's filled with Epsom salt. And so that creates this buoyancy where you float. They're usually in an environment, the water temperature is perfect. They're usually dark and kind of cool lighting. And it takes kind of the senses out of it so it can put you into a meditative state faster.
I've had girlfriends say this is the most relaxing thing they've done in a very long time.
Yeah, and this is for people that do have like debilitating pain. It relieves you. You're not, it's anti-gravity, so you don't have the muscle tension, and kind of calms the senses. Anxiety can be helped here, and even people with chronic migraines, I've heard that this can be really helpful.
Okay, in the world of wellness, sound bath meditation.
Yeah, so this is kind of a fun one. This goes more with the yoga studio meditation offerings. And sound therapy has been around in other cultures for thousands of years. And so it's fun to see it pop up here. I love kind of the unique things that
Feels
happen.
a little woo-woo.
This is total woo-woo.
Okay.
This total falls under woo-woo, and I'm here for it.
Okay,
I love the woo-woo.
Okay.
So what this is, it's usually combined with like your comfy, your blankets, there's props, and it can kind of start as a meditation, and then the instructor uses instruments like crystal bowls and Tibetan singing bowls and bells, and there's gongs, and that type of vibration, the sound vibration, can take meditation into a deeper, relaxed state. So it can help with sleep. It can help, again, kind of calm the central nervous system in people that can't ever shut their brain off. It really helps. And anytime we can have our brain turn off for a minute, it usually will help with mood and overall well-being.
All right, and interesting. Finally, salt caves.
Yes, salt caves. So this was fun. I did one of these with some girlfriends.
How was it?
Around Christmas time, we got together. It was so fun. Comfy lounge chairs and cozy blankets. And the salt therapy, this is something that's been around for a while too, but it's known to help with asthma or other like respiratory things. Also can help with skin. It should be noted if you have high blood pressure or heart things or hyperthyroidism, skip the cave. But they have like a little grinder. It's like an active salt cave. Sometimes there's passive ones. And it's grinding salt into little fine particles, and it's in the air, and you're like, I'm tasting salt. Like
you can taste it?
Oh yeah, it's like you're breathing it in. And so it's anti-inflammatory, it's antibacterial. It's a really cool experience. And I do know, like for me, I don't have respiratory things. It was just kind of a fun thing to do.
Girlfriend
but
experience.
They were saying, people that do have like chronic respiratory things, they do it regularly.
So specialty benefits, specialty offerings, maybe catering to a specialty crowd. But for the girlfriend group that wants to break away from the pedicure chair, maybe some fun options.
Totally. I love it.
She's a great expert. She's a great girlfriend, which makes you our expert girlfriend. Thank you so much. This was fun looking at the health buzz around wellness boutiques.